Hi friend, and welcome back to a new video here on the official MTG Arena YouTube channel. My name is Ashlizzle, and today I am playing one of my all-time favorite decks that has gotten some fantastic upgrades from Duskmourn. It is, of course, Orzhov Fae Blade, or Orzhov Pixie, whatever you want to call it. So let's have a look at the cards that we're working with and the new upgrades from Duskmourn as well. So I've been basically working on this deck ever since Thunder Junction came out, because the whole deck is kind of inspired by the nurturing Pixie and maximizing it as much as you can. 1 mana 1/1 with flying, and when it enters you return up to one target non-fairy non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. If a permanent was returned this way, you put a 1/1 counter on the nurturing Pixie. So what we're trying to do in this deck is play a bunch of strong permanents with really good ETB effects so that we can pick them back up with the Pixie and replay them again. A perfect example of that is the Blade, 2 mana artifact, and when it enters each opponent sacrifices a creature, but now from Duskmourn we also have nowhere to run, 2 mana enchantment with flash, and when it enters target creature an opponent controls gets -3/-3 until the end of turn. Creatures your opponent control can be the target of spells and abilities as though they didn't have hexproof, ward abilities of those creatures don't trigger. And this actually is pretty relevant in a meta where people are playing Shard Mage's Rescues and like Snakeskin Veils, etc. And speaking of that, we are actually also playing Shard Mage's Rescue ourselves, which is another really sweet addition from Duskmourn in here, because I'm also now playing Sheltered by Ghost, 2 mana enchantment aura, enchant a creature you control, and when it enters you exile a target non-land permanent an opponent controls until Sheltered by Ghost leaves the battlefield. The enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and is lifelink at War 2. And this doesn't really have a ton of Pixie value, unless eventually your opponent plays something that's a lot stronger and you want to pick it up and replay it. But it's just a very powerful card, especially when you realize that we're also playing the Optimistic Scavenger in here, 1 mana 1/1. Whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, you put a 1/1 counter on it. Because there are so many enchantments that we play in here, like a couple other really iconic cards that are incredibly strong with the Nurturing Pixie is MTGA and Hopeless Nightmare. Hopeless Nightmare is kind of the original broken turn 1, turn 2 with this deck, where Hopeless Nightmare is a 1 mana enchantment. When it enters, each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. You picked it up with Pixie, you replay it, and all of a sudden your opponent has no hand left, which is awesome. But, you know, if you're doing that and you can also buff up your creatures by giving them 1/1 counters, that's even stronger. And Bandit's Talent is another really good card that hates on your opponent's hand, is great to pick up and replay too. When it enters, each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. So very powerful. And with all these permanents that are laying on the board, of course we have to play Blade's Arisen Nightmare to get even more value out of them. 3 mana 3/3, and at the beginning of your end step you may sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. If you do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with it. For each opponent who doesn't, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. And then when Bloomburrow came out, we now also have Zoraline, who is perfectly capable of replaying all these enchantments that find their way into the graveyard through like Braids, or, you know, if something gets like removed from your opponent. So in Zoraline, whenever it attacks, you may pay 2 and 2 life, and when you do, you return a target non-land permanent card mana value 3 or less from your grave to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. And, you know, the highest mana cost in this deck is 3, so you could basically bring back anything that you're working with. And we will be playing best of 3 in this video as well. You guys have given me fantastic feedback. You wanted to see more best of 3. So we have a sideboard here. We will be sideboarding. And that also does a lot for this deck list, because you can bring in cards like Lauren of the Third Path, makes a fantastic card to pick up with Pixie and replay, with the ETB effect being destroy a target artifact or enchantment. There's also cards like Liliana in here, which I'm a really big fan of, because once again, you can pick up Liliana with the Nurturing Pixie, but you can also bring back Liliana from the graveyard with Zoraline. So those are some really cool interactions. And something that is incredible in here too, and I like to call this interaction Prison Break, is basically Temporary Lockdown, 3 mana enchantment. When it enters, exile each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less until Temporary Lockdown leaves the battlefield. You're probably thinking in a deck like this, like, that can't be very good because you're just picking up all of your permanents, right? Like, you're just basically wiping your own board more than you're destroying your opponents. To that, I have to say, you can just pick up the Lockdown with the Pixie or destroy it with Braids, and then you can get all these like ETP triggers again as your permanents like re-enter the battlefield. And sometimes that is devastating enough to make you win the game. It's one of my favorite things to do with this deck, the Prison Break strategies. And if you end up playing this deck yourself as well, I hope you can experience the joy that such a turn brings. So with that being said, before we get into the gameplay here, don't forget to like and subscribe to the official MTG Arena YouTube channel. I want to say shout out to Wizard of the Coast for allowing me to make another video for you guys. I really hope you enjoy this one, because this is one of my favorite decks of all time. So with that being said, let's get into it. Alrighty, here we go. Ooh, okay, I like it, I like it. We got the Pixie, we got the Nowhere to Run, that's good. I'm so happy that this deck got so many fantastic upgrades from Duskmourn, because, you know, some of you might be familiar that this is one of my, like, all-time favorites. I love this deck. We don't really have a turn 1 play, though, unless you want to throw away Pixies, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to be doing that. I also really like Sheltered by Ghosts. You can just bring that back with Zorleen. It's just fantastic. Yeah, don't really have another turn 2 play here either, though. Maybe I kept the wrong hand, who knows. Depends on the deck list that we're up against, kinda. Another Pixie. Maybe the opponent's gonna, like, flash in a Fairy Mastermind? Then we could hit it with Nowhere to Run. That's exactly what they're doing. Alright, let's get rid of that. Perfect. Fortunately, the Nowhere to Run has Flash, else it would have been a little bit tougher. Alright, Unholy Annex. Now, if I can manage to find a land, then I could grab that and protect it. I mean, I could do Scavenger plus Sheltered by Ghosts now. The ward cost does help, but I feel like there's no way that the Dimir deck doesn't have... you know, removal. It's just something that it just doesn't exist, basically. If there's Dimir colors against you, removal will be present. It's a fact. We do have to find a way to deal with the Annex, though. Arcfiend, alright. Because that's also a pretty decent Sheltered by Ghost target. We'll have to think about it, truly. Because, like, the card advantage of this is pretty awful. But obviously, like... I do have, like, you know, blades and stuff that could hit the Arcfiend. I feel like I have to go after this, though. I don't like it, but... I feel like I gotta try. Maybe we can turn Annex into a friend? Possibly? Okay, so then they have to pay the ward cost, and then we protect it with Shard Mage's Rescue. Perfect. We are protected. Okay, Duress. That's okay. I mean, I wanted to do Bandit's Talent, but it is what it is. So then, I think what I'll do is probably set up Zorleen. Because if they remove the Pixie, then I can at least, like, bring back Sheltered by Ghosts with Zorleen, I guess. That's not too bad. They go into the Ritual Chamber. It would work out for me because I could do Scavenger plus Nowhere to Run and get something out of range. Or maybe not. Well, I guess I could still do it because I have Zorleen, so it would be okay. Alright, Demon has arrived. But then I have to make sure that I sequence that right. So we can do Optimistic Scavenger. Play the land out. So do we want to swing with the Pixie? Gotta swing with Zorleen, though. Alright, let's do this. We'll pay to 2. We'll bring back Nowhere to Run. Put a 1/1 counter on Zorleen. Hit the Demon. Even though, like, it's not the best solution we have. We're just gonna have to make it work somehow. We can... yeah, we can pick up the Nowhere to Run with the Nurturing Pixie. I really need my blades. Like, if we can find a blade, this game is completely different. Oh, they're still swinging at me? Okay. If we can find a blade, this game is winnable. let's see here. So I'm gonna do Pixie, pick up Nowhere to Run. I can then put another Optimistic Scavenger in play and distribute 2 1/1 counters. That works. Alright, let's do this. To be fair, like, maybe there's even an angle where we could just, like, chump block the Arcfiend forever. And just make them lose by the oil counters going off, but we'll see. So is this counterspell? Please don't let it be that way. No? Alright, hold on. So -3 on that. So I'll do... This is suspicious. Counter on Pixie, counter on Zorleen. Okay. That was suspicious, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was suspicious. Alright, they're at 5 life. We have 2 attackers at 5. They go to 7 with the Unholy Annex, but if I have nowhere to run, I can make these guys a little better. But yeah, it's about whether or not they can deal with that Nurturing Pixie. They'd get an Arcfiend back, that'd be really unfortunate. But then I can bring back Sheltered by Ghosts, so I don't know. Uh-oh, here they go. Shouldn't have said anything. Alright. Two of them, oh my god. Oh, yo, what is this? 1 blade, please. A Shard Mage's Rescue, interesting. Okay, so upon attacking, I can bring back Sheltered by Ghosts. Which I will do. Give it to Zorleen. We're just gonna gain a ton of life. How about that? So I will grab an Arcfiend here. Counters, counters. If they double block us, we got them. Well, we'll get close. We'll get close to getting them. So then it's gonna be Shard Mage's Rescue. So hold on, let me think about those. 7 toughness, they're gonna deal 8. I can get it to 9 with these Optimistic Scavengers. I could technically put the Shard Mage Rescue on a Pixie. Does that do it? I mean, I might as well just gain a ton of life, right? Surely. Yeah, I'll do that instead. There we go. Huge! A little Pixie pick up, nowhere to run. Okay. This Zorleen is threatening right now. Oof. And we've survived, what, like 3 Arcfiends at this point? Don't remove Zorleen, please. Else we're gonna have to survive number 4. Of course. Alright. I don't know. It's been a lot of Arcfiends. I also would like to stop the Unholy Annex. It's hard. Are we gonna get aggressive now? I mean, I guess I don't have the life gain anymore, so that sucks. This is really one of those games where I would want to have, like, lore end from the sideboard, for sure. A blade, let's go! This is big. This is really big. So, okay, we're gonna, if we swing, say we swing with everything, they block a Pixie, right? You deal 4 plus 2. Nah. I gotta now find a way to just deal with the Arcfiend. Probably, so then swing, swing. If they block one, I will fire off Nowhere to Run and put it out of, like, range to make it 4 power. Okay, so what do they do? 4. I can do 5, 6 here. This is so tricky. It's unfortunate this only just now showed up. Like, Nowhere to Run is not the best card in this matchup. As you can tell, everything is super high toughness. Not the best. Not the best at all. Okay, and then what? Their plan is to remove one of my dudes and win. Because I lose 2 and then I lose another 2. That's not really what I want to be doing here. This creates kind of like a weird spot that we're in right now, but if I don't do this, then we just die to them having removal. That would be the worst. And I don't want to give up my scavengers. I mean, obviously, like, if they have a blocker... Oh my god, was that Arcfiend number 4, dude? I can't. I can't. That's too much. Okay, let's see. So they block the Nurturing Pixie. They take 5. Do we still just win? No, because when it dies, I lose the game. Oh, that's so brutal. Because I lose 2. I lose 2 times 2 life, so I'd lose the game. If it wasn't for double Arcfiend, then I had Braids. We deal 5. Then 2 with the sacrificing an artifact. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I mean, hell, we almost survived 4 Arcfiends. Like, what is going on even? Yeah, I just lose to that. Dude, alright. It's okay, it's okay. That's a tough game to lose. That's a tough game to lose. Yeah, the Nowhere to Runs are... I mean, they were fine, but we can do so much better than that, you know? We can do so much better than that. Or, I guess Liliana's also kind of fire here. That was just a bit much. That was just a bit much. Let's see, what else am I going to get rid of here? Maybe one-off Braids. Okay. Out of pure spite for a Braid showing up too late. That was unfortunate. Like, if that was anything but an Arcfiend, like a regular Demon, a Fairy Mastermind, whatever, that game would have been won. But it had to be Arcfiend number 4. I mean, then again, they did have an Unholy Annex that was ticking, or like, active for a long time, but... it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyways, yeah, the Nowhere to Runs weren't great, so we're just gonna take those out, you know, put some better removal in there. A little bit of hand disruption, some, you know, lower end to deal with the Unholy Annex, because if they didn't have that Unholy Annex, I think that game would have been won. At least we're playing best of 3, guys. At least we're playing best of 3, so there's things that we can do to try and still, like, win this game. And that's what we're gonna do. Revenge will be ours. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. It's pretty good. Like, Braids can sacrifice a Nightmare. The Scavenger can start, like, you know, growing a little bit. We'll be fine. Maybe 1 too many lands, but I'm a notorious, like, land hater. 3 lands is perfect for me. We'll be okay. All right. Scavenger time. Another Braids. I'm glad I took the 4th Braids out of the deck now, actually. Here we go. Hopeless Nightmare. Discard a card, friend. What's it gonna be? Doomsday Excruciator? Oh, a land. Spicy. Alright, hopefully we can also, like, scry some, to some good stuff. What do you got? What do you got? Alright, we got another scavenger here. I'll play land. I mean, clearly there's removal here, you know. I'll try braids. Think she's gonna, like, eat removal, and then we got a backup braids. Yep. Okay. We really want to, like, have that, like, Bandit's Talent set up here. Or something close to it. Okay. I mean, for now, I'll do braids plus the scavenger. See if we can find a way to, a Lauren removal. Like, we're gonna need it now. Like, the demons are on the way. And it's not going to be cute. That is not removal. No. That is not removal. Come on, man. Where is it? This is a tap land as well. That's so unfortunate. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. Do I just spread out my damage? Do I make a massive braids? I mean, braids already has a huge target on her back, so... Oh, they got rid of 2 lands. Alright, alright. Yeah, I think I'll pick up the Bandit's Talent. I'll just replay this. And maybe the strategy is Braid Sacrifice Pixie? Nah, maybe just Braid Sacrifice a land. How about that? My favorite strategy. You know, honestly, not a bad draw, actually. But I would love Shelter by Ghost, Blade, Liliana, etc., etc. That would be so nice. If you swing at me, bro, if you swing at me, you're crazy. Such confidence. Can you do the math on that? Did I do the math on that? Oh, no, not the land. So let me think about this. My highest creature is 4, right? Let's keep that way. So I'll have to block that. 5, 6. So then I can do 7, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think we just win the game like this. Such a greedy attack. Oh my god. Okay. Swing with everything. Look the highest. We got 6, 7, 8. That'll be an additional +3 with the Sharp Mage's Rescue. GG's. We'll live to see another day. Okay, here we go. Believe it or not, guys, Optimistic Scavenger is a good card. Sweet. Alright, game 3. Here we go. I just really cannot give them the Unholy Annex. Like, I like the Cruel Claw, because it also... And then Shelter by Ghost also could deal with the thing. It's hard. I think I like it like this. I mean, Duress is also fine, maybe. Like, triple Duress. So if I have Blade to deal with the demons, Shelter by Ghost plus Liliana to deal with the demons. I could maybe kick a Hopeless Nightmare. I mean, I like Hopeless Nightmare a lot with the Pixies. That's obviously the original, like, broken strategy that we work with. What about maybe a Sharp Mage's Rescue? That would be kind of greedy, but, you know, it is what it is. Or, you know, removal could show up, Lauren could show up, it would be great. Sure. We have removal. Like, that's nice. No hand hate or Loran, but we're gonna see if we can make it work. And Holy Annex, please don't show up in my opponent's opening hand. Thank you very much. Scavenger. Immediately wiped. Okay, that's fine. They kept a one-lander? Oh. Ooh, you are in trouble, my friend. You are. You are. Alright. Very brave. And it worked out okay. Never mind. Awesome. So, what am I going to do here? I think it's going to be Pixie, pick up Bandit's Talent. Force them to just discard some stuff again. Be my guest. Honestly, if you want to waste a go for the throw on a Pixie right now, like, go for it. Soon Liliana will also be able to take over this game. That'll be great. I just really hope they don't summon Annex. That could be game-changing. Okay, goodbye Braids. Or Blade. Depends which one I want to do. Sure. Ooh, I do like that, though. I do like that. But let's get this started. With no creatures, I might as well toss my Shard Mage's Rescue. One of the cooler things in this deck as well is that, like, Zorleen could bring back the Liliana, which is one of my all-time favorite interactions in Standard right now. They have the Annex again. No! Oh, man. Okay, I need a creature here so I could Shelter by Ghost. Or maybe another plan pressured him with Liliana's ultimate. The other strategy that we can go with. Just gotta get one more loyalty. But now they can... There's a big chance they could hit me with the Reef if they have that, so that's kind of awkward. Part of me wants to get rid of the Blade so bad. Because I do want to have some, like, lands so I can get the Bandit Talent to level up as well. At the same time, that Blade is super valuable. If they just don't get an untapped land off the top, I could ultimate here and win the game, probably. This is close. Oh no, 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 no. Rough. It's rough. The Unholy Annex, man, what a card. It begins draw step for each opponent who has one or fewer cards in hand, so I might just have to vibe with that, to be honest. I'll do Uptick, get rid of Sheltered by Ghost. We'll pay the 4 for the level up. I mean, hey, at least we're like draining their life total pretty well, you know? But without Liliana, this is painful. I'm going to get to draw a card with a Bandit Talent either. It's hard. Oh, they played a land out? Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because they draw a card anyway. I gotta keep it going. We're gonna do this. We're gonna replay that and we're gonna pay so that they lose another 2 life. Oh, it was 2 lands? Oh, that's good. Well, I'm kind of... Okay, I don't want to say I'm kind of believing right now, but... Because I think they have no choice. You have no choice but to level up to Ritual Chamber here, I think. Okay, but then you lose, so... Okay. But then you lose. Awesome. Oh my god, we clutched that. Yay! What a good game. Awesome. Alrighty, let's go. Not necessarily like a Fae Blade hand, but it's fine. It's okay. I like the Bandit Salient. We have to know where to run. It'll help. Dimir again. We'll see what we can do. I wonder if it's the... Okay, it's a bit different. I was gonna say, I wonder if it's the demon deck again. But it's not. That's great. Scavenger. And I'll probably just hold here. Like, I do want to play with braids. I gotta figure out exactly how. Yeah, I'm taking that. No mapped value for you. And then I also have a great target for braids to turn after instead of my Bandit Salient. Maybe this baits removal out as well. A little bit aggressive if they remove that, but I don't mind. Here we go, let's do braids. Go to the nowhere to run. Draw a card. I feel so good always. And now we have another fantastic braid sacrifice target, the Hopeless Nightmare. Things are working out a little bit better here. Okay. So there's a chance that this is during Curiosity. I mean, it could also be just Restless Reef or removal or anything of the sort. Yeah, have to be a little careful here. I do like that Sheltered by Ghosts at least, like, deals with stuff like that. Oh, okay. Could be removal, could be a Fairy Mastermind. Ah, man, this is so hard. Because, like, part of me is... Well, I could sacrifice a Bandit Salient and at some point bring it back with Zorleen anyways. If they have a Mastermind, like, you'd flash it in right now, though. And then I won't sacrifice. Yeah, no. I'm good. I'm good. I like the strength of my hand. I don't want to give them a card. I mean, I give myself a card as well, but, you know. Yeah. Do I just shove it on braids? I mean, braids is already a threatening target, but I do have multiple copies, so... I'm gonna grab the Curiosity here and put another counter on braids. Why not? Bravery test. I will also just level this up and not sacrificing, which is wild, but... Do not remove my stuff. Okay, they listened. That's nice, I like that. So what does that result into? Opponent perhaps blocking with Restless Reef? Because that's Death Touch. What if I just set up Zorleen? Yeah, I wish I could bring something back here, but I can't. Yeah, I don't want to trade that off. I'm just gonna not attack and not sacrifice. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could use that too. I mean, that technically I could have, but we'll see what happens. Oh no, Zorleen! That hurts. I was setting up a really good turn with her. Don't do that, don't do that, don't touch my braids. Oh no, they really ripped 2 pieces of removal off the top there. That's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Yikes. I thought we had him in a really good spot and then this happened. It's not right. Now I got the bat too. Not a fan. Nope. Hopeless Nightmare sacrifice then. I guess we're just gonna have to draw cards. But that's fine. Scry. What is that? Pick up Bandit's Talent? Nah. For a deck that calls itself Fae Blade, the blade is very shy. The blade is very shy. Oh well. Got a bad feeling about this. We might have to go to game 2. Unless I get like absolutely nothing, but so am I apparently. Yeah, just gonna dip out of this one. Too many lands, too little interaction when it mattered. Or I mean like that one turn that they found like to go for the throats of the top was just brutal. I think before that we were in a decent spot. It is what it is. It is what it is. So this is like the regular Dimir though. They'll play Kaito, they'll play... I like Noah to run against him still. I'm considering maybe temporary lockdown. Maybe. Just wild because we have so much removal. I'll go lower on some Sheltered by Ghosts maybe. Because it's yeah, they play just a ton of interaction and that would be kind of awkward. Create scenarios where they can just bring back things that we've removed. All right, game 2 it is. I'm still believing. Here we go. One lander. No. It's actually not a great hand here. The Fae Blade strategies, like a Hopeless Nightmare off the top would be incredible. Nope. Another land. Braids, you're cute, but I need some thingies to sacrifice, else it's not going to result into much at all. Here we go, trying nowhere to run. Patience. Sweet. Let's see if we can pick that back up. Don't be shy. We're gonna get countered now. Like, it makes no sense. I might just slam Braids here and maybe just sacrifice some lands. Okay. Sacrifice a swamp, maybe? I mean, I guess they have the Fairy Mastermind again. So I won't. Don't like this guy. We'll be aggressively getting rid of it now, because, you know, apparently we're playing a Braids deck and not a Fae Blade deck. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So, Cruel Claw. Let's have a look at the hand. See what's getting potentially flashed in. Okay. I see. Just removal. Very unlike any Dimir decks we've ever seen. But like, I have to remove the Mastermind. I have to. Just the way it is. Yup, fire off another, man. Or is this Pixie not threatening enough for you? I mean, to be fair, if they hit the Pixie would go for the throat here while still being on 20 life, that's fine by me. Really have no issue with that. Cool, so now we have to find a way to take over this game. Let's see. Don't have a Mastermind at the top again, I swear. That's Curiosity this time around. That was very safe. Yikes. Alright, give me some blades or something. Oh, Sheltered by Ghost? Not mad at that at all. It's pretty good. Gotta get rid of some lands here, though. Or something. Like, I need to sacrifice something. Keep them in check. No! How about a Hopeless Nightmare? How about a Zorleen? They can't keep getting away with this. They can't keep getting away with it. At least this is a great move. Can actually sacrifice the Shard Mage's Rescue right now. Where is it? Unless I want to do a land. Well, I do still have this as well. Or how about Shard Mage's Rescue? If they get rid of the Curiosity, I'm chilling. That's fine. Okay. Land again. Hate to see it. Oh, we're clutching it. Kind of. Cottage or Fortress? Yeah, I'm doing it. Well, then again, it would be devastating if they find removal of the top, but... Don't want to know the odds. After we've seen 2 Go for Throats and an Anoint already, surely we're fine. If I sacrifice a creature, do I not just win the game here? Like, they cannot do anything in response anymore. Like, okay. Okay, I was like, am I missing something? Are they missing something? I'm not sure. Somebody is missing something. Okay, that worked out. I actually wasn't thinking that we were going to be able to clutch that one, but we somehow did. Time to run it back, I guess. Yep, let's do it. I am manifesting a Hopeless Nightmare plus Nurturing Pixie opening hand as a trait. That's what it's all about. What is this? What is this? No. Nuh-uh. Alright, that really needs a swamp to be good, but I'm also not taking a mold of 5. I refuse. Swamp up the top, don't be shy, we got this. I'm really just hoping for the best here now. These blades are actually really great, like a swamp we could win this. Dude, no. That's not a swamp. Mastermind, okay. They didn't feel the urge to trade. Uh-oh, the more turns without a swamp we have, the more this game is gonna like slip away from us though. Don't. Is that Kaito? It sure is. Yep. I mean, in an ideal world, they try to like stun the scavenger, I think. And we could just give it hexproof and... that would be sick. No? A swamp? What are you doing? I think this game is slipping away from us gamers. I think it is. That's hard. That's really hard. You know, I guess I could have mulled the 5. I was just, you know, on the draw, hoping for the best, but... it's part of the game, man. It's part of the game. I think by now it's gonna be over. Like, if the blade removes something every turn, it's really, really good. If they have a board that goes wide, like we're falling behind on lands, we're falling behind on basically everything. We don't have enough creatures, we don't have enough lands, we don't have anything going for us here, unfortunately. It was a risky keep, and it's not gonna work out anymore, I think, but... best I can do is nowhere to run the Spyglass Siren here, if that even resolves. It does not, actually. I mean, they would trade that any day, right? So then even this plan doesn't work out. Yeah. We've just fallen too far behind, like missing our land drops for so many turns. I think this is GG's. Yeah, it's rough. Okay. All right.